A delegation of 10 esteemed members of the National Youth Assembly visited United Kingdom to participate in high-profile activities in London, Manchester, Birmingham, Rochdale and Newcastle City of Great Britain.
And I'm delighted to have this amazing delegation of young leaders of National Youth Assembly who are doing incredible work, because there's nothing better than producing leaders, and this is exactly what they're doing. So I feel really proud and honored to have them here with me. I want to wish them well, because if we want to see Pakistan a progressive society, then we need to make sure we have a good young leadership coming through. So I wish them all well. You have my cooperation, and we want to see Pakistan strong. So Pakistan, Zindabad!
Youth delegation headed by President National Youth Assembly Mr. Hanan Ali Abbasi were included senior members of the NYA, Mr. Arbab Sohail Jan, Mr. Mohid Arif, Ms. Soam Mohsin, Mr. Muhammad Shehzad, Mr. Afzal Khan, Mr. Saad Jahangir, Mirza Adil, Mr. Ehtesham Idris and Asim Khan.
हानान अली अब्बासी और इनकी पूरी डेलीगेशन को यहाँ रॉचडेल में वेलकम करता हूँ। ये नेशनल यूथ असेंबली ये बहुत ही एक्टिव लोग हैं, ये पाकिस्तान में भी बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं और ये पाकिस्तान और यूके नौजवानों के दरमियान बेहतर ताल्लुक बना सकते हैं।
Young people who take their responsibilities as future leaders really seriously. I want to support that because youth are the future. We're giving them a very difficult world, so it's great that they're here.
During the 11-day visit, a series of meetings and visits were held to understand factors behind the good governance, essence of the British democracy, youth development, municipalities, and to further explore welfare model of the Great Britain.
मेरे लिए ये बहुत ही फख्र की बात है कि इस मेरे टेनेवर में ये यहाँ तशरीफ लाए। जो इनके ख्यालात हैं वो इंशाअल्लाह ताला आइंदा पाकिस्तान के लिए बहुत ही मकबूल तरीन है। ये सोच इनकी अपनी है, ये मुल्क को प्रमोट करना चाहते हैं, तो ऐसे यंग आदमी हमें और भी चाहिए।
The delegation had scheduled official meetings with Lord Mayor of Birmingham, Councillor Muhammad Azim, Member British Parliament MP Afzal Khan, Lord Mayor of Manchester, Councillor Abid Latif Chohan, Lord Mayor of Rochdale, Councillor Billy Sheerin and Mayoress of Rochdale in order to understand the exemplary system of the local government there in the UK. The delegation also visited the momentous Victorian-era Council Hall Rochdale, which is recognised as the finest municipal architecture in the country.
The delegation also met British Pakistani business tycoon Mr. Aneel Musrat to explore possibilities for launching of housing project for poor Pakistani students.
Future leaders also spent 2 days in world's famous city London, where they visited the 10 Downing Street, Westminster,
London Tower Bridge and different museums, including National Gallery of London, which contains the historical collections of inspirational history of British nation.
The delegation also got an opportunity to have the guided trip to the BBC headquarters in London, where they were briefed about world's largest broadcasting network.
The selected delegates also appeared at the live show of BBC, where they had explained their prime motive of the visit and also highlighted the role of National Youth Assembly. A grand community welcome reception was also held in the honour of the delegation in Castle Manor Community Centre, Rochdale. Members of British Parliament of the UK, Mr. Tony Lloyd, Member of European Parliament Julie Ward, Deputy Mayor Wajid Khan, Shahina Haroon, Barrister Amjad Malik, Pervez Alam, Mirza Haroon, Makhdoom Tariq and a large number of distinguished members of the community also participated in the memorable dinner.
Guided visit to the University of Birmingham, University of Warwick, Northumbria University was a special feature of this exposure visit. They had the honour to observe the classroom arrangements and life in the universities to learn about the teaching methodologies there.
The delegation also observed British education system at school level. They got a warm reception and comprehensive briefings at Matthew Moss High School, Rochdale. Delegates also visited the Muslim Heritage Centre, Manchester and met with different community leaders. The delegation also had the opportunity to visit different centres established for the management of hazards and disasters. The important among them were the International Emergency Team, UK and Fire and Rescue in Newcastle. They also observed the different trainings and live drills. The visit was highlighted by mainstream Pakistani media. The Youth Parliamentary delegation emphasized that the world should take notice of human rights violations in the occupied Jammu and Kashmir and to give the right of self-determination to the people of Kashmir and to solve the issue according to UN resolutions. The NYA delegation is now back in Pakistan after conclusion of their 12 days activities in UK, but in conclusion, the visit has been extremely useful and the key take-home lesson could be stated as:
we need to engage youth in order to work together, and we must invest into the youth of Pakistan, which is a great power of our country.
पाकिस्तान के मुस्तकबिल के बारे में बहुत पुरुमीद है। जो नेगेटिव प्रोपेगेशन पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट होती है, रियलिटी में पाकिस्तान उससे बहुत ज़्यादा खूबसूरत है।